All right, thank you for joining. Today we'll take a look at Polkadot, DOT, USDT on the Binance chart. Remember to like and subscribe. Slowly gaining in followers. I appreciate every single person that likes and subscribes to my videos. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it, right? As you can see with DOT, I don't know what anyone's thinking, but we're definitely not too late, right? Yeah, we did get a nice move up from the lows. Might have missed a nice little 200% from the lows. But as you can see from current price, still have about 400% to go to previous all-time highs, right? And if history does repeat itself with a lot of these altcoins, we will most likely blow past the all-time high, especially with one of these top layer one projects, right? Like Polkadot. So let me go ahead and turn on some of the high time frame levels I have here. So we have a monthly that's already been tapped, broken through. I'm just going to leave this here because it's still somewhat relevant. It's almost like an order block happening here. So I'll leave that here for now. Let's go ahead and chart some other key levels. So we have a monthly level here. We also have another untapped level up there. And this is also a monthly level that is untapped below, right below the weekly. So very high confluence right there, right off the bat. It's going to be a little bit tricky to see if price does come back down there, but still we mark it out anyway. Let's go ahead and go down to the weekly here. Blew past that, blew past that. This is still a very important high. I'm actually just going to mark that out. Let's see if I did mark that out on the high time frame or the key levels here. I did mark that out already. Okay, so going to go ahead and delete that. But as you can see, right, it's no longer a range high. Switch that to the key level. Goodbye. So yeah, it's a key level here. Let's go ahead and delete that for now. But it's a very key level. As you can see, the monthly impulse higher closed above it, which is extremely bullish. So this is why I believe we can expect prices to come, higher prices to come. So let's go ahead and mark this out too. Have a weekly level above. So look at this, just constant red weekly candles. So this is just showing that there's not much of a resistance all the way up to about $18, right? And from where we are right now, you're talking about an 83% gain to the next major resistance. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and mark out some more levels, but that's just what I'm reading right away, right? So let's go ahead and keep on marking some important levels. So price officially has broken out of that. Let's see here. This is a level 2 as well, which it looks like it pretty much did tap already. So this would be the next daily right above. Boom, right there. Next daily would be $11.80, 81 cents. Go ahead and mark that. And then we also have a daily level right here at 1634. Weekly already mapped out. Is there any daily levels? Yeah, I mean, there's a daily level right by the weekly, so this does add to extra confluence, right? Boom, just like that. Monthly, there's one up here. Don't want to go too crazy, but yeah, why not? Might as well just mark them all out, right? And another level here. That's not a level. So here is a level. Right, boom, here as well, here as well. I like to do it on the daily close. Not right there, that is a level. And then yeah, this is a level as well, right? So boom. This level's already been tapped, 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 dun, 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 tapped, tapped. This has not been tapped. Alrighty, so then that's pretty much it with the daily levels. We can also go ahead and mark out this daily level down here, which is now an untapped daily as well. All right. So as we can see, a lot of levels on this chart, right? And boom, go ahead and take all this, drop that into here, organize this a little bit. So as you can see, let's go ahead and turn that back on. This could actually go away. Now what I want to do is actually pull some high time frame fibs. All right. So we had this before, pulled from the sell-off, the last major sell-off of the bear market to the current lows, accumulation, obviously point of control, value area high, it blasted through, and also reclaimed the high of the range. So very bullish. Next targets would be about 17% away to $11.81 from the current level. Now let's go ahead and just pull the fibs from this entire bull run, right? So I would pull it from here just to get this little area too as well. I'm sure there's a lot of volume in there. That might be what's stopping price right now. Let's go ahead and pull it from here, and then we'll stop it right about here. And I'm stopping it there because I would like to see where the value area low, high, and point of control is for the entire previous bull run, right? Let's go ahead and take off the extension. So then as you can see, value area low would be right there. Maybe we could actually do it like so. Because I really care about once price goes above this level. So right there, we end it right before the sell-off. All right, so then we have a value area low coming in right here. All right, let's go ahead and mark it. Point of control, the area where the most volume has been traded during that entire bull run. The most volume has been traded at $17.72. So that will for sure be a very important level, right? Then we also have the value area high sitting at about $34. Let's go ahead and mark that. So nothing really lining up with this. The value area high is kind of in its own world right there. Point of control. Also nothing really lining up with the point of control besides this daily level below, but that still is a little bit away, right? Anyway, so we continue. Those are still very important levels. You know, we cannot forget about those levels. Arguably, probably the most important levels over any other lines that you will see on this chart, right? The value area low, point of control, and the value area high. Okay, so let's also go ahead and pull some fibs, right? We're going to pull it from the all-time high to the lows. We have the 382 lining up with this daily. So very important level there. This, the 50%, kind of in its own world, so we can ignore that. We do have the golden pocket also lining up close to the value area high. It's pretty close, so this is going to be an interesting area too as well. Let's go ahead and attach this to the top. Let's get an accurate measurement here. A lot of lines, I know. So let's go ahead and just take this off for now. No, we're going to keep that on. So daily 382. So this is a major resistance right here. So this last pivot high before the major sell-off, this is going to be a major resistance. So the way how things are looking now, our next true level of major resistance, or next true level to be reclaimed, would be this value area low, about $14.27, right? So to be honest, that would be my next target after we just get a little bit more bullish momentum. So if you wanted to enter a long trade, right, not financial advice, I'm speaking to the paper traders out there, right? So if you wanted to enter a long trade, I know this looks a little confusing, there's a lot of lines, but just hear me out here. We claimed this high, right? Now, we also claimed this monthly level, pushed up, claimed this pivot high, and we are now consolidating right above that high. All right, so here's the high, the dotted line. We are now consolidating above this high, which is pretty bullish. We're staying up here for a little bit. We've been up here for over, let's see here, so about a day and a half, right? So it's a decent amount of time to be above a level. So clearly buyers are coming in and do not want to push the price any lower. And if we could continue to just hold this level, there's not much stopping me from believing that we will at least attempt to go towards the value area low, right? Of the entire bull run. Keep that in mind. It's the value area low off the previous bull run. Let me just go back and show you what happened one more time with Bitcoin once the value area low has been reclaimed, right? Let's go ahead and zoom out here. Once again, a whole lot of levels, but let me go ahead and hide this, hide the fix, keep that on, fibs, keep that off, right? Bitcoin, value area low, reclaimed, right? And then what happened? Price just acted like a magnet, went right to the point of control, 47,000, reclaimed the point of control, and then went right to the value area high. So why would I not believe that Polkadot would follow that same exact price action, right? So let me go back again. I'll remove some of these lines just because it is a little bit distracting, right? I'll remove the fib as well. Value area low, extremely important. Not much resistance stopping you between the value area, between the horizontal support that we just reclaimed to the value area low. The value area low on itself is 45% away. 45%. That is bullish on its own, right? Now, if we do manage to get within the value area low, of course, like anything else, the point of control will be the next target, which will be 19% above the value area low, right? Or 72% away from our current price, which is at $9.86, right? Now, if we do get through that point of control as well, and we manage to reclaim that level, where are we going to next? Take a wild guess, right? Yes, I know I do see some, obviously we have some resistance here, right, at this pivot high, which we did show in the high time frame, right? Daily levels here. Also have some fibs leading up to it. So the next major resistance after the point of control, in my opinion, would be this retracement level right here, the why I'm forgetting it, the 382. Also the daily level, which would then be 130% away from our current price, or 30% away from the point of control, right? But like I said, once this point of control is really flipped and price has been accepted back into this range, you can see this is also support, right? Support, support. Let me just zoom in here for you. Price came down, bounced at this level, so that's support. Came down, bounced, reclaimed it. Support, impulse higher, resistance, right? So clearly this is a very strong support level. Clear, because it's clear as day, that is support. Once that is flipped, the next level above that is right here. Once again, support, support. Once it's lost, what happens? It now becomes resistance, right? So we have resistance right here, resistance right here. So point of control gets reclaimed. Expect a 35% move to the high of that range. Once that range is reclaimed, the next major area to really keep in mind would be the point of control above that. I mean, the value area high above that level, which in fact would be 250% away from our current prices. Now, obviously, a very nice entry would be, as you can see, we have a value area high, which we did reclaim, right? So a very nice entry right now would be if we can get price to come back in just a little bit here, right? So for price to come back down, retest this value area high, maybe retest the monthly, hold support a little bit, enough time for people to, load up on their bags, and then price can take off. That would be a perfect scenario right now for anyone that's not in Polkadot. because even from that level, you know, you're talking about a difference between current price, which is 45% to value area low, or if we get that very nice entry, that's 75%. That's a huge difference, huge difference. But as we can see, price is holding up above this current level right now, so we have to keep that in mind. And if you didn't want to wait, then obviously you want to make sure you enter longs at the low of the range. So to be honest, I would be interested in maybe adding to my paper trading account, right? Adding to my longs from probably this level, point of control, value area low, very tight, very close, also horizontal support. So you'd really want to see price just come down ever so slightly, just right here, right? Before moving higher. Obviously this is a major pivot low, but this looks like a liquidity grab. You had a pivot low here, price came down, stopped out some longs, and then impulsed a little bit higher. You obviously also have this trend line to keep in mind, so you can also draw your trend lines like so. And if that's the case, then you'd want to wait for extra confirmation for price to really break through that trend line, back test it, enter your long position right there, and then wait for higher prices to come, targeting the value area low, which is $14. So major resistance, $14 and basically 25 cents, right, to be safe. So that's where I can see a pretty big rejection. And in my opinion, I think price would probably get rejected and come back down to test this daily level before finding support and moving higher. So that's pretty much my thoughts with DOT. Like I said, just a quick recap, we're trading at $9.85. Next major level of resistance, $14.27. Once we can reclaim that, and there's nothing stopping me from believing we will then impulse higher and try to get to the value area high, which would be, like I said before, roughly 250% away from our current prices. All right. And one more last thing, if you wanted to go ahead and also look at the BTC pair, right? Let me go ahead and zoom out for you. DOT is currently trading almost at the all-time lows versus Bitcoin. It came in, swept the lows, well, front ran the lows a little bit here, impulsed higher, retraced. I think it probably hit the 786. Yeah, so hit the 786, came up right into the golden pocket, which is obviously resistance. And it looks like it is selling off a little bit. But in my opinion, with DOT this low against BTC, there's not much else telling us, not much else in its way besides up, right? Up just seems like where this thing needs to go. We'll see how long it takes to get there. But as long as it stays above here, holds these levels, it will support our analysis here on DOT overall. And I believe we can see 250% within the next few weeks or few months. But short term, we're looking for that 50% increase in price to the value area low at $14.27. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Like, subscribe, leave comments below of any projects you'd like to see me chart. Follow me on X. Join my Telegram. I post some recent trade updates there. This one worked out really nice too as well. So I posted this on March 2nd. Right, I said watch for breakout. This was 2 days ago. GTO, watch for breakout. Clear as day, right? And then look what happened. Boom. You know, I had to throw a little sauce in there too. Be smart. Trust the Navitility process. ADA showing strength against BTC. That was a good call. ADA is now on another level. I think it's like at 70 cents or something like that. Yeah, 77 cents. And I was talking about that way down here. So if you were to pay attention, that would have been a nice 40%, 40%, 40%, 44%, right? So what's happening here? Why can't that happen on Polkadot too as well, right? Come on, let's be real. Next major resistance, value area low, 50% away. Might get a little retracement back to the value area high of the previous range, but that's okay. Then it's 75% to the value area low. All right, Bitcoin's also on its way to breaching all-time highs, which is a little bit sketchy because that means that either we're going to get an impulse and everything's going to go higher, or we'll get a major rejection very soon, and then everything will probably sell off another 25%, maybe 30%, and then that's more than likely the last dip before we don't go back to those prices for a very long time or ever. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day and take care.